riots in Birmingham a little later. Not so happy protesters in central London at the moment. Let's bring you some breaking news because Just Stop Oil have been facing arrests as we speak in central London. They've been staging sit-down protests, blocking entrances to major roads. The fifth day of demonstrations in Westminster.
Police arresting 54 people yesterday. Well, our national reporter Paul Hawkins is in Westminster for us from the front line, on the front line. Paul, just explain what is going on behind you.
Well, I think I'll let the pictures speak for themselves, to be honest, Gloria. They've been walking up and down this road. We're right next to the Houses of Parliament. This is Millbank, where a lot of the media are based. And these protesters have been walking up and down here. Some of them were arrested just now. We think there have been dozens of arrests today. This is the fourth day of protests. And in the last half an hour or so, the police removed some of the protesters from a crossing. They glued themselves to the crossing. So at the moment, they've been taken away and they're just marching up and down this road next to Parliament. And they're, well, you can hear from what they're singing, they want an end to all kind of fossil fuels. Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Sean.
Can we just have a quick chat with you while we're walking?
Yes, but I might interrupt a few times because I'm trying to keep this organised.
OK, sure. Just very quickly, just tell us why you're doing this.
So my name is Sean. I'm 25 years old. I used to work in green renewable energy. Right now, what we're seeing with the cost of living crisis and the energy crisis is that's simply not working. The government is subsidising billionaires and fossil fuel industries by millions of pounds a week. Green energy cannot keep up with that while those subsidies are still there. People will freeze and starve in their homes this winter because our government is more interested in insulating bankers' pockets than our homes.
Yeah, but surely this, people might want to move towards renewable energy and more renewable sources and onto clean. That's going to take time, and at the moment there's an energy crisis.
Absolutely. So we've got 8 years worth of reserve. By the government's own recollection, it's 8 years worth of reserve. What we need to see is moving away with the funding. Our demand is not to stop all fossil fuels. My phone in my pocket comes from fossil fuels. We are aware that we need it at the moment, but we need to transition.
Yeah.
So we need to transition away from these things, and the longer we leave it, the more people will starve. We had 40 degrees this summer. The fire service was in such desperate state.
Is this the way to go about it, though? Gluing yourself to the floor and causing days and days of disruption?
So I'm a gay man. All of our people would have died in the AIDS crisis had people not taken direct action. We stand on the shoulders of giants. This is what direct action looks like. This is what civil resistance is. This is making a government change.
All right, thanks for speaking to us, Sean. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. There you go. So Sean kind of giving you an idea there, Gloria and Mark, about why they're here, and they're going to be here for some time to come.
Paul, give us an idea about the police operation. We've seen quite a few vans there behind you as well. I think the number yesterday, 54 arrested yesterday.
In the voice of my great
Yeah, it's a significant police operation, actually. If I just show you here, the police are following behind in convoy. If I just look further down the street, though, there were 3, 4, 5 police vans or so, and I've noticed it's not just Metropolitan Police, it's also City of London Police. If we have a look this way, you can see on the corner there more police officers there holding up the traffic as this protest moves down Whitehall towards Parliament Square. So there is a significant police operation. I have to say it's been pretty good-natured so far between the protesters and the police as well. The police came along, they had teams with solvents who helped get the protesters' hands off the pavements. It was done in a fairly good-natured way, and actually it feels like a fairly good-natured protest the way it's being handled by the police, so credit to them.
And MPs aren't there at the moment, but the building that you're just walking past now, the House of Commons, there'll be loads of staff in there still, making sure the place is operating OK. Are people able to move freely in and out of the House of Commons, of Parliament?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are able to move in and out of Parliament fairly easily. I mean, obviously, it's a heightened presence from the police, so they'll be checking more diligently than normal. But the staff and the people who are working in Parliament, even though it's in recess, they are able to move in and out of there freely. So whether you agree with this protest or not, it is their democratic right. It is, and at the moment, it seems to be being handled very well by the authorities and by the police.
They're heading towards the bridge there, Paul. Any indication they'll stop them once they actually reach the bridge there?
No, not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure where they're going at the moment, but one would have thought if they're not allowed to go, they would have outlined their plans to the police, and if they want to go beyond the bridge and they're not allowed to, then the police will stop them when they get there.
Yeah. Great stuff, Paul. Thank you very much indeed for updating us with that breaking